Alright, sorry about that. I accidentally had stopped recording. Yeah, it feels like I should have had two of these replaceable. Instead, I have... Oh, no, never mind. I guess it makes sense because if I had these two thumbsticks on here, I would only have one extra of these. So it seems like they only give you one extra of each different thumbstick to replace if you have wear and tear. And I believe this is just the wireless dongle that you have to plug into the console or PC if you want to play wireless. I guess it's the light that'll light up that'll let you know. I'm not sure why this is here, this empty spot. I guess if someone just wanted to remove that completely, they could. Maybe there's other, but you know what, let's just open it up and look inside real quick. Oh, this is just a micro USB to update the controller with firmware, because you will have to do that if it needs it, or charge it for that matter, for that fact. It is 12 hours battery life, by the way. So I mean, I played games for long hours, and I think 12 hours would do me just good, or just fine. Hopefully I could do this one-handed. I don't want to strip these, definitely not. Man, these are actually pretty long. Either that or they don't come out all the way, maybe. Let's just try that. Overall, though, I do enjoy the feel of this controller and the way the buttons click. It seems very satisfying. Like I said, I won't actually get to fully know until I play a game with this. And I figured I had just gotten home with it. I just wanted to make a video about it. I don't know if, I'm sure other people have done better videos or other videos about it, but this is just mine. Oh, look at that. I think of focus for the analog sticks. Oh, the buttons are actually pretty deep. It's like a bunch of solder points right there for the analog sticks. These do not seem to come out, and I'm not trying to force them out. I'm sure there is a way to get them off if I ever needed to replace them. This just lifts right out, and it does have a marker right here, this red marker, so you know exactly how to put it right back in. Same thing for these analog sticks, they have the red marker so you know what direction they go back into. If I wanted to swap it, I could just do that. Then I assume that pops out as the red marker. Line that up, put that in there, and then I would put this back on if I wanted to change things around. I believe this is more of the Xbox setup. Yeah. And I played PlayStation way more than Xbox. It's just Gears of War was the only thing that I played for Xbox, so I own an Xbox for that. And I don't think I'll ever run it in this setup unless I feel like it's better. I don't know. I'll play around with it. I'll test it out, see which one I do like better. Because it's not like on the PlayStation controller I can just be like, oh, let me switch the directional buttons with the analog stick. I have to use that setup because that's the only setup that I have for it. Make sure that's right. Yeah. Oh, and I guess, yeah, there's a speaker right there for the sound. Oh, there must be an audio jack as well for your headphone or your headset. I really hope this was worth the buy. You know, I didn't want to just drop $200 and me not like it at all. If worst case scenario, I guess I will return it, but I'm gonna give it a shot. You know, I'll play with it for about a week or two and decide how much I like it. More than likely, coming from Astro, it's gonna be a quality product. It already has a very quality feel to it, and this is just nice right here to have the little carrying case. Seems like a bit much, but I mean, whenever you're, I guess, serious about what you do and you care about this customization, it doesn't seem as much as other controllers, but it's one of those things where I guess less is more. Let's put that in there. Oh, maybe that was the other way. But alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up. That was my first impressions of this thing and how it feels compared to the other controllers. Like I said, I do like the feel of this newer PlayStation 4 controller, definitely. How it feels in my hands. But it's like, again, this is it for me. This is directional pad. I wish they were all separate. I understand if it was all separate, it'd be harder to hit diagonals. But I'm sure there's a way to integrate that in instead of just this where I push down one button and everything else moves. But thank you for stopping by and watching and taking a look at this. I'll probably see you guys around.